Nice to see you again here, all our nice colleagues. I see some familiar faces from the last sessions that I was with you here as well. And thanks for Dog College for having these kind of conferences and meetings in order to acknowledge all the staff as well as possible. But today, we're going to talk about two different and very close things. Like, first of them is methodologies. A very old issue that in all the stages of the universities and workplace and everywhere, we're always facing with this. As a teacher, to all the places which you apply to teach, the first thing that you are being asked for is your method. What method do you use for teaching? But it's a sort of boring issues, like to know what grammar translation is, what audiolingualism is, what other things is. I'm going to use a different way to present this today. The very interesting thing for me, from the very early days of my teaching, my career, is going through the old books. Like, where did these teaching ideas come from? I mean, where do they originate from? This is the thing that I say. I'm regularly asked, what's the latest method? Suggesting that the concept of method persists despite recent attempts to bury it. The method concept is dead, I think. I will review the history of methods, both to critique it and to draw some lessons from past methods, arguing two concepts. A, there is nothing new under the sun. Really, there is nothing new under the sun. At the end of this presentation, we will all come into this conclusion. And B, dogma is not a method. What dogma is, who knows? Do you have any idea about it? Okay, at the end we will know. Sorry, it doesn't work. What should we do? Okay. I said, I'm really interested into old books. If you come to my room, you will see an old library of old books like this. And I'm always arguing with my mom and my sister and my brother. What the hell are these books doing here? They have no use anymore. But so this is the book which I bought this summer. I found it in a place in Istanbul. Basic way to English. Its topic attracted me a lot. I bought it, but then I went home. The first page that I saw in it was this. What do you think about this? This is an old book that is your mouth, this is my mouth. What an interesting sentence. My hand is on my knee, your finger is on your arm. I put my foot on your foot. Yeah, a very common sentence, very useful sentence in Istanbul subway, I think. Your finger is on my nose. The second page is really interesting. You take your hand off my arm. My finger is on my chin. I take my foot off your head. Your hand is on your knee, really. You put your finger on your leg. I take my head off my face. Really interesting and funny sentences. But my question is, why suits? See, why suits? It's more, like to wear gymnasiums, trainers, sneakers, something like this. These were the things that in the early English books we used to face with them, which now in our modern books are really rare. We never see these kind of things. This is a photo of some of my old books. I don't know if it is possible. You see, interesting English. No, why they didn't call it, exciting English. Or English in English. I suppose it was English in German or English in Spanish. Some book names are really funny as well. These are another collection of old books. For example, English 7 is from Romania. Or the last one, the best, among all these books, the best one is this final one, it's not very obvious in this photo, but the bridge tower photo, isn't it? Our essential English. The one over there, English by the audiovisual method, was the first, at the early time when audiolingualism was presented about 1960s. English make fun. English be funny in English. But if you take a look at the contents of an English book, I mean the old times English books,